Uh, Pleasant morning to all the members present in this international conference. I am really happy to present my research works on this title, Diversity of ICT in Entrepreneurship, a New Digital Employment Era. I really thank the organizer and the hosting member for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my research works in this international conference. I am sure I just want to introduce myself. I'm Sagayaraj. I'm a Ph.D. Research Scholar, and I take this opportunity to share my views in this platform. All of us know that we are facing a very crucial situation in the entire world. The whole world is facing a very tragic situation, and nobody can escape from this. I was just thinking what kind of an area I can venture into to take up this research. Then I spent some weeks to take down some time to filter and sort out my research area. I just came upon the topic that what are the new emerging paradigms in this scenario. Okay, I just want to present the agenda. I'll just briefly introduce the topic, also the impact of the pandemic, COVID-19, and what is the gap between the education and the employment, and also the emerging new trend of disruptive innovation. And also, as a result of this disruptive innovation, what are the new digital entrepreneurship paradigms that are emerging in this scenario? And as a result of that, what is the ICT training and development, and why do we need that one at this moment? And what is the necessity of that? Then what are the findings in this research work? And then I'll conclude with my conclusion, and also I'll open the floor for question and answer session. Okay. Just to start with the introduction, all of us are aware of the new reformation that is taking place in the entire world. Okay, there is a big shift from living a normal life and living a new form of life. Okay, education, industry, and all the sectors are affected. In fact, okay. So I was just thinking, what could be the role of information and communication technology? We call it ICT, and their impact, especially in improving employment opportunities. Okay, in this scenario, we know that the COVID-19 has created a big vacuum, and it has put the whole world out of gear, I would say. Okay, and for the first time, the entire world is facing a kind of a revolutionary movement. Okay, some may say that it's a kind of a blessing in disguise, though we have lost so many lives so far. Almost nearly we have lost 4.5 lakhs people who have died in the entire world, and USA is leading in the death toll ratio. But nevertheless, COVID also has played a vital role in transforming and giving a new paradigm shift, especially in the digital area, okay, digital entrepreneurship, and so on. Okay, so I thought that maybe we need to have a kind of understanding towards holistic and comprehensive approach, okay, that will create a kind of a Pygmalion effect, especially in this situation on digital entrepreneurship. Digital entrepreneurship. So the COVID-19, what could be the impact and paradigm shift? Okay, many people have lost jobs, especially those who are doing small scale industries, those who are having small petty shops, the laborers, the migrants, okay, people who are living on the daily wages basis, they have lost their hope in survival. So there's a big, huge impact, especially in the job industry. Okay, the question is now, COVID also has forced us to ask each one of us, okay, do I survive in this world or thrive in this world? Do I exist in this world or do I exit? Do I die? Okay, that could be a really alarming and very threatening situation to many, many people. As a result, we see lots of new forms and new ways of jobs, new plethora of the entrepreneurs are coming up, new startups have come up, new ventures have started because of this COVID-19. And I also see there's a big gap between education and employment. Okay. Now we see the whole education industry is just standstill. So far, they were having a kind of a marathon race, admission, education, then job placement. Now, there's a big question to all the graduates who come out of the university program, especially more than 50 or 60% of graduates, they are jobless because they don't know what jobs they can do, because there is a big gap between the skill that the industry is requiring and the knowledge they procure in the industry, in the education industry. There's a big gap. So that's why many graduates know they question the outcome of education. Do I really get a dream job that I am aspiring? Okay. Can I satisfy the dream filled jobs of my parents? Okay. What is the outcome of my education? Can I get a comfortable, very attractive, and also lucrative job after finishing my graduation in the university? So that becomes a kind of a question mark to all the graduates who come out of the university program, especially the graduation. So I was just basing my research on the literature review based on employability, entrepreneurship, also surfing on the areas like the new trends like ICT skills, employment, training and development, and so on. So it has got its own advantages. Also, we can find out the gap. Where do we stand? Where do the graduates stand? And how can we can bridge the gulf between the entrepreneurs and the education institutions? Also, now it is the period of disruptive innovation. I'm sure all of us know the term, what is disruptive innovation. Okay. It has created a kind of a drastic revolution in the entire economy of the world. Okay. It has initiated a new policy, a new norm, a new way of initiating work culture and so on. Actually, it is now Ubering the whole supply chain of connectivity. Okay, whether it is a small business or big venture, or no, it is Ubering the whole supply chain of connectivity. Okay, it has shaped a new platform of work culture. Okay, that is what I can understand from disruptive innovation. Also, there is also another concept called gig economy. Okay, what is gig economy? Okay, people have come up, with their own ways of working at home. They're able to think differently. They're able to work flexibly, maybe saving time, resources, and they're able to exploit all the time and resources that is possible. The gig economy. Okay. Also, it's a time of boomerang. Boomerang. That is, whatever we have learned, whatever we have practiced, we are able to put into action now. That is blend of technology, also the digital skills that are arising in this new scenario. And as a result, we have new forms of works. And also now, TCS company has announced that it is going to employees, all the employees by 2020-25, 70% of the workforce will be working from home. Okay, a kind of a new work culture, working from home. So there's also going to be a balance between work, life, and the culture and so on. So what could be the outcome of this digital entrepreneurship? Okay, we have only heard of entrepreneurship. Now, this new COVID-19 has created a new platform, a new a job portal called digital entrepreneurship. Any entrepreneur who is able to start a small business venture in the online, in the digital platform, can be called as digital entrepreneur. Okay, that can be understood like that. So the digital entrepreneur is the one who can start any venture, any startup, any small scale industry using the ICT technology, using the internet technology, and using all the interconnectivity, whatever platform that it is using. So he can be called a digital entrepreneur. Of course, today companies, they also want to set an effective digital strategies. Okay, there are 4 key benchmarks that I want to share with you now. Okay, it's a kind of a vicious circle. Every entrepreneur or every entrepreneurship, will always aim at setting the goal. What will be the first goal of my company, of my business, of my venture? If the goal is very clear, then it is very easy for them to set up all the other wanted tools and technologies. The process will be very clear. So once the goal is clear, they'll also will identify the digital tools that are needed. Today, with this internet technology, rising of new digital platform has created number of avenues to get connected. Okay, to get connected. The third element could be initiatives. There are a lot of things that are emerging in this digital era. Which one I choose? Which is my first preference? Okay, we need to prioritize our initiatives. So that could become our prioritizing our initiatives could become third element. And when you combine all these things together, you're able to achieve your desired results. Okay, you're able to achieve your desired results. And what are the other main features of this digital company? One element could be the digital marketing activities. Today, if we want to survive in this gig economy, digital economy, marketing plays a very vital role. Okay, so we need to concentrate also marketing activities that leads to digital selling, which is we can also, I'll see in the later slides, I'll tell you. It has also got a process which is also digitalized. Okay, then digital nature of selling goods and services, all these things will come under this one umbrella called digital entrepreneurship or digital company. I just want to narrate to you 3 key indicators, which are the digital entrepreneurs. They are the people who create values. Okay, they are ordinary people, maybe business people who have the passion to create something, or who have got the ideas to venture into starting new startup by identifying and developing the key business tool or idea and put them into practice. And as a result, they're able to give the product or the service that the customer desires. That can be, those people can be called digital entrepreneurs. The second category of people are digital entrepreneurial. What does it mean? It's only a human action. Okay, the process can be an entrepreneurial process, identifying the exact tools and developing them into product and services that can be called digital entrepreneurial. Then who is a digital entrepreneurship? It is a fact that whoever is able to initiate this venture, new business venture, new startup, he can be called digital entrepreneurship. Okay. And there's also process. Okay, this digital entrepreneurship includes a process which has got some basic 4-5 elements. Okay, that can be digital business model, and there are also some determinants which can determine what are the areas where the business can be started. and also new innovative ideas and new innovative uh, uh, processes that can be thought of in this business. Also, the fourth element could be startups, and the fifth element could be marketing. So some of you may be wondering, we have only heard the term business models, but what is a digital business model? Digital business model is a platform where it paves the way to start a business model in the digital form. We have a number of examples. For example, e-commerce. Take up e-commerce. The leading company is Amazon. Amazon, one of the leading companies which has got annual turnover, maximum annual turnover in the profit, okay, because of using this digital business platform. Then we have on demand, okay, like the new startups like Uber, okay, Ola, Zomato, Swiggy. A lot of things are the digital business models. Okay, all these things help customers and the clients to produce the end results, the products and the services that they want. It can be door delivery, it can be transport, it can be banking, it can be commerce, it can be business, it can be education industry, whatever it may be. So what are the digital determinants? Okay, we need to understand four segments. We need to map them one by one. First thing is we need to understand the acquisition of source of information. Okay, I want something to start, so I got some source. I need to have that source. That's the first thing. Okay, spatial data. Then also we need to uh, function the data into system using the principles, okay, of data updating and sharing. So when you have some idea, when you're able to share something, in the digital form, you are able to bring it to the whole world. Okay, that becomes an organizational condition or institutional framework of operating the digital platform. The third element could be digital innovation orientation. Okay, there's a process I have just displayed on my PPT. When you initiate something, you have some idea, okay, you have some concept, you're able to develop that one, okay, point by point, okay, product by product. And when you put that into action, you're able to implement whatever you have created, okay, in your idea, in your concept. And that becomes a kind of a seed ball. I'm sure you remember what is a seed ball. Whatever you sow, you throw, that starts developing, that starts sprouting. Okay, sprouting like a small plant, then big tree. Okay, small ideas will lead to greater products and services. And at the end, you're able to exploit, okay, all these digital innovation outcomes. As a result, we have products, service as a result of this process. Startups, okay, I'm sure all of us would have heard the term startups. What is a startups? It is realizing the need of the hour, realize the need of the place, okay, and paying attention quickly, okay. Now I am in one place, I know that there's a demand in this place, okay, and I have the desire to start this, kind of a business venture. And when you start, you're able to succeed in life, okay. uh, Keeping in mind what you have in future, what you want to do, what is lacking in that area or in that region or in that whole country or district or whatever it may be, put them in points, okay, make it a kind of a business model and tell the world that you got something to deliver, and people will really look for your products and services, and you're able to launch, okay, with the help of funds, support from government, from banks, from loans and so on. Then you become a successful starting a new business, a new venture. Marketing also plays a vital role, especially in making it more known to the whole world. Okay, there are different channels of marketing, different ways of marketing. I don't want to go into detail because that needs another session altogether. There are few elements that we need to understand. Okay, whatever product that you have, okay, when a person has got something, service or product, if the person is able to, the entrepreneur is able to market to the entire world, that business becomes a successful business venture. And today we are living in the ICT world. Okay, as I told you, job market gives you lot of areas where you can improve upon your skills. Okay, the arising technology, new information communication technology requires a lot of skill training. Some are able to learn by themselves. Okay, some are able to understand by themselves. And in this era, we see that there are many NGOs, industries. Okay, they're able to face this paradigm shift, especially in the job market after this COVID-19. Okay, and we see that digital learning, digital technology, digital skilling becomes a very necessary thing for all the platforms like e-business, e-commerce, or e-banking, whatever it may be. Today, jobs have become digital. So everybody is forced to take up digital skills. Okay, and we need to acquaint with all these new skills. And many NGOs, many educational institutions also, they offer, okay, provide also training and development in ICT skills. Okay, that's the norm of the day today. Even school-going children, college students, graduates, the freshers, the people who are going for new jobs, they are facing a new challenge, especially in learning ICT skills, that will give them new avenues for learning new jobs and new skills. And less than 15% of the organizations also, they cover a lot of applications such as electronic management, social networking, web designing, and multimedia production. Today, it has become a competition. Okay, there are a number of websites, a number of digital services that are ready to give this training to all those people who are aspiring to learn. If you got the desire and the will to learn, you can learn all these skills and you become a master, can become a proficient in your skills. So what are the findings that I found in my research work? I thought that having gone through kind of a research work, there is a kind of a skill gap between the employees, the people who are still looking for jobs, especially the graduates, okay, and between education and employment. Okay, there's a big gap between education and employment. Okay, and there's a need for the organizations, especially the colleges, industries, and the universities, to address this gap. Okay, today some may say, I got a degree, PhD degree, or huge degree, but are you skilled enough to go and work in an organization? Are you prepared well? Does your degree give you a job and employment? It's a big question mark. And that's why I thought that educational institutions and entrepreneurs have the need of realizing the need for providing ICT skills, because now we are changing slowly from ordinary way of living to new way of living, new form of working culture, new form of learning culture. So that gives you to another level of work culture. And just to conclude my research works and the findings, we can see that there's a kind of a metamorphosis experience. I'm sure all of you know what is metamorphosis. It's a kind of a transformation that takes place in a person, in a body, in the idea level. And that is what now the whole world is experiencing, kind of a metamorphosis experience, where so far till March, the whole world was functioning in different way. But as soon as we face the new COVID-19, it has changed drastically our thinking level, our working level, and it has created new forms and new ways of working with the techie savvy tools. Okay, nobody can say that I don't know digital technology, I don't know ICT skills, and we cannot simply ignore. Okay, because jobs have become digital. Okay, and people also, the employees also should become digital, and that becomes the buzzword of today's working culture. Okay, so that's why there's a big need, okay, to restructure, reconstruct, rejuvenate, refresh our old ways of our behaving, our learning, our doing our skill, and to become, okay, really reformed, so that we are able to achieve the dream jobs that we can do. Okay, and we're able to embrace this new technology, new digital platform that will help us to fit enough to enter into digital job industry. So with this, I conclude. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving this opportunity to share my ideas and reflections based on my research, works and so on.
Thank you, sir, for
I
your
open.
valuable input and excellent presentation too.